Hi guys, welcome. Welcome to Prelims Affairs, where we discuss issues from prelims perspective. Today we will discuss on the concept of IMF quota system. There is going to be a 16th review meeting on the quota, and hence this quota system is very important. Now, IMF, the International Monetary Fund, is basically in charge of monitoring all the countries so that they should not undergo a balance of payment crisis. Now, IMF provides something called quota system. Let us look at what this is. When a country becomes a member of IMF, it is assigned a quota, and on the basis of this quota, that country has to contribute to IMF. Now, how is it decided, or what is the quota formula for a particular country? It is based on the 4 parameters. As you can see, the quota formula is based on 4 parameters, which decides what is the quota to be assigned for a country, and that 4 parameters are: 1, GDP; the second is openness; the third is economic variability; and the fourth is international reserve. The weightage amongst these 4 parameters include GDP as 50% weightage, openness as 30% weightage, the economic variability as 15% weightage, and international reserve as 5% weightage. So on the basis of this quota formula, a quota is assigned to a country which becomes a member of IMF. Now, what are the uses of this particular quota? Let us discuss. The first use, as I told you, is resource contribution. Resource contribution means the amount of quota that is assigned to a nation reflects the amount of contribution a nation has to do to the IMF. So that is resource contribution. The second use of quota is the voting power. Usually quota is expressed in terms of special drawing rights. So a special drawing right of 1 lakh is equivalent to 1 vote. So the amount of quota reflects the influence of voting power within the IMF. The third is the funding or financing. The greater the quota, the greater the loans that you can take from IMF. And the last is the SDR that is assigned to a country also is based on the quota that is assigned. That is, SDR is the special drawing rights. This special drawing rights is also assigned on the basis of the quota that is given to a country. Now, special drawing right is a unit of account and it is not a currency. Next, special drawing right value is determined by the basket of currencies of dollar, pound, renminbi, yen, as well as you have yen, Japanese yen. So on the basis of these 5 currencies, the basket of these 5 currencies, they derive the SDR. And as I told you, the quota is expressed always in terms of SDR. For example, if I take India, India's quota, if it is expressed in SDR, it stands at 13114.4 million, which accounts to 2.75% of the shareholding of the quota, which in turn translates to the 8th largest quota holding country within the IMF. So this is the current standing of India. Usually, if the quota has to be changed, if the IMF quota has to be changed, then that decision has to be approved by almost 85% of the voting that happens within the voting value that happens within the IMF. I'm again telling, if the quota has to be changed, the quota percentage has to be changed, then it has to be approved by 85% of the quota value within the IMF. And usually the review of this quota happens once in 5 years at least. So overall, this is what is the IMF quota system. It is very pertinent because it is in news. So please make sure that you glance IMF as an institute as well. I just explained the quota aspect, but what is the job of IMF? What are the reports released by IMF is also very important. Please put in the comment section what are all the important reports that are published by IMF. Thank you guys. I'll come again with another issue. Until then, bye.